Nicki Minaj tweeting out coronavirus vaccine conspiracy theories
I
and talking about how her friend can't get a boner anymore, which is definitely not a real thing from everything that I've been able to read. I've done a little bit of research.
Nigga, you don't know what happens with people's body, bro. Everything's different.
Everybody got different side effects.
Yes,
That's what's
a
so
lot
tricky
of different
about
side
this whole
effects.
thing.
So you
They
guys are
ain't
willing
even
to just
tested out
say
enough.
everybody has different side effects, so therefore we're allowed to attribute this side effect to that, even though it sounds like it's probably completely made up and all the science suggests that it is made up?
That's
what science is just with
They
the
haven't
boner?
tested it out enough to even know.
That's what I'm saying. Not enough time has passed.
Oh my God, I
been a
forgot
year.
that this is probably not the best place for me to be talking about vaccines.
You have no friends at this table.
I love how though, like, okay, there are
should take the
scientists.
vaccine.
There are scientists who their whole thing is to like research stuff. It's interesting how you guys have such doubts when all the experts seem to agree that this is completely
And
made
who
up.
are we listening to?
Nicki Minaj's cousin's
experts.
balls.
No.
We live in an age in which nobody wants to defer to an expert or even acknowledge that expertise exists. Trust me, it does. Because one of the things that Nicki Minaj was tweeting that we will get to momentarily,
I
is
want my boner.
she's saying, once I get done with my research, I may get vaccinated. Nikki, you really are not in the place to be doing any research when it comes to this. You're not a doctor. You're not a scientist. Your opinion, your research, I'm trying to be polite here, is completely meaningless. There are already people who know 10 million times more than you about this topic who have put in a lot of research and have agreed. It's FDA approved. What are we talking about? It's FDA approved. What research are you doing that the FDA hasn't done?
Cigarettes are FDA
Can you
approved.
admit that there are risks taking it? And people are having bad side effects.
There are extremely rare side effects. Keep in mind that if we were to take a million people...
What's the percentage of people that have side effects compared to, I want to know
like
that.
0.0001. So for the record, if we were to give everybody, if we were to get a million people, everybody in LA, we give them a peanut. A couple of them are going to die. Some percentage of those people are going to die. So yes, is it possible that something bad could happen to you from taking the vaccine? Sure. Is it unbelievably unlikely and not supported by any sort of research? Yes.
Maybe
but there's
everyone
some
should
people
eat a
that
peanut.
went in to go get that and didn't and end up dying. They probably thought the same thing.
Who are you talking about?
I'm just saying,
I've
there's
seen a
some people
video of
who
a girl
died.
lost her
There
motorcycle.
are people who have died, yes.
Who?
I don't remember the name
Yeah,
specifically.
because you're
but
just
I have
making
seen-
shit up that you saw on some
So you're
I
saying,
haven't
no-
seen
so you're
articles
saying
about
nobody
this.
has died from getting the vaccine?
Okay,
Or
but
got in bad side effects?
keep in mind, we are comparing...
I was asking.
You got to stop talking. I mean, he doesn't have a mic. You got to stop talking off camera. We are comparing getting vaccinated to COVID in terms of risk. So you're talking about one thing that has killed millions and millions of people, and then you're talking about one thing where you guys can't even name a single verified case of someone dying from it.
We don't
And
know specifically.
Maybe it's happened to a couple people, but again, with COVID, millions of people have died from it.
Yes, and what have we told you was happened with our people and the government?
Oh my God.
We don't trust
I really
them.
don't know
It's the
why
truth.
you think that it's a good idea to use being black as an excuse to not use your
Because they
brain when it comes to
experimented
getting
on
vaccinated.
They experimented on black people countless times
Who?
over history. The government.
And also, who
What was
trusts
the
the
experiment?
government?
I've
I
told
feel
you
like
all
no
the time.
one
The
does.
Tuskegee
Why are we
experiment.
why are we
The
lumping
flow
in
with
the
the eggs.
government as if like the military is the same as the fucking FDA?
Look at the Tuskegee experiment. What they did.
The sauce that you get at the fucking at Halal guys?
There's so many other things that are approved by the FDA that kill you, including cigarettes.
Okay. The FDA has the FDA is the
What
reason
theory?
why there are
You're not black anyway, so I
You
would
see-
take
I'm not
that
speaking
credit
for
as
You
black
well.
see
people.
how on the side of this tobacco product, warning, cigar smoking can cause cancers of the mouth and throat even if you do not inhale.
Jesus.
Okay, it says that on there. That's a warning that was approved by a government agency.
Even Starbucks on the cups and things.
That's
like that.
they say that.
What are you
about-
talking about?
they-
What does it say on the
McDonald's
Starbucks cup?
It's
It's-
actually
This
at
beverage
the,
you're about to enjoy is extremely hot.
No, it's
No, it's-
not
it
on
ha-
the beverage. It's at the place.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
have the sign that so you can
says-
get
That
cancer
sign
with
is
the
everywhere in
materials.
LA.
So
though.
you can get acrylamide, which
Yeah.
is a cancer-causing agent. It's also at McDonald's.
That
It's
sign's
also
at-
on olives, and it's also
all
on potato
fast food
bags.
restaurants
Yeah.
have that same
They
sign.
have the sign
And
there.
beans and coffee beans.
Look at how many things you guys prefer to talk about that have absolutely nothing to do with the fact that the vaccine is free and
When
safe.
you read the warning,
Bro,
I
all we
recommend
said
it.
On blunts.
are there side effects for some people that have it?
Okay, again, millions of people have died from COVID. You can't name one person who's died from the vaccine. How
That we
are
know of.
how are we comparing these two
you
things
can't
in
name
terms of
nobody that died
danger?
from COVID either because you getting that from the news. You don't even know if they're lying to you. Just how we read it and came across it on our timeline, you came across it on your timeline too.
I think we might need an IQ test for co-hosting on this podcast. I don't know, Gina. I don't know, man.
Oh,
Anyway, I think
is
we're gonna let's breeze past.
Yes, this is the biggest
tweets because I think we might already
Twitter,
covered
nigga.
enough ground right here.
Oh god.
Every time I try to talk about the vaccine with you guys, I get kind of reminded why I don't talk about the vaccine with you guys.
She should be in the group chat.
But what is changing your mind that you've decided that you are going to get it?
Because it's a requirement for my daughter to go to school, and if my daughter gets it, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to be a shit fucking parent and have my daughter get something, and I'm not going to get it. So
I'm
a
not
good moral
against getting
standing.
it. I just need more people to get it before I get it.
Do you know that like 60 or 70% of Americans already have it?
I need to be the last 10%.
let's look up the side effects and how many people got it.
We really don't need to look up the side effects since almost nobody has any side effects
No,
besides being sick for a couple days.
whole collage of people that was fucked up over
Again,
that
but
shit.
I saw a girl off her
swear to
motor
God.
skills.
This is the thing.
I sent it to you
I
before.
don't think you realize how often you're duped by misinformation on Instagram. And I know this because frequently when you send me information about COVID,
I do shit
it is
to be
like
funny.
Whoa, like we really need to start teaching media literacy in school.
Nigga,
because
you send the same shit.
No, I don't. I send you
will
real
send you shit
sources.
from CNN. I will send you something from Fox or something
No,
else.
you
be
send
like,
me
fake
a
news.
You're like, oh look, LA Hood Media said
No,
that the vaccine's going to make you grow horns.
Cap. No,
I'm sending you CNN links. I'm sending you
I
doctors.
send you CNN links as well.
Yeah, but they don't say what you think that they say.
So I can't read now.
No, I'm just saying that you will send me a CNN link and be like, look, the vaccine's killing people. And I'll be like, that's really... Because like, I sent you that Sam Harris podcast. You listened to the whole thing.
And
then,
I agreed with it.
And then you texted me back and you're like, so black people can get it.
No, I didn't.
And I'm like, that's really not what they were talking about.
You said there are so many children that are dying from COVID and stuff like that. And then I sent you the percentages since you were fact-based.
Listen, I'm acknowledging
barely no kids are dying from that.
It's very unlikely that kids are going to die from it, but
But
more
your
and more kids
argument,
are dying from it.
But your argument was they're dying at a crazy pace and all this stuff.
Your argument that this is the whole thing about getting vaccinated. It's not about your personal freedom. It's about keeping society as a whole safe. And when it comes to kids, yes, those kids are very unlikely to die from it, but those kids are excellent conduits to spreading it amongst people. The whole idea with vaccines is that everybody or almost everybody has to get it in order to keep everybody safe, which is why President Biden has done something great in his fucking his career so far by making it so that government workers have to get it, so that businesses that have more than 100 people have to get it. Because at a certain point, you just have to accept, the people in our country are apparently not smart enough to do this on our own, so we have to basically make it extremely inconvenient to be unvaccinated in the year 2021. And I personally am 1,000% in favor of Joe Biden, and also Joe Biden making that decision.
Joe Budden.
And also, I think Joe Biden should have been more involved in this decision-making process.
I recommend vaccines as well. I just feel like it's a topic that it's hard to talk about. Other than saying
It's
I
definitely
recommend
not
the
that fun to
vaccine.
talk about because you piss off half the fucking people either way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Maybe
it's
not
a hard,
half. I
it's
don't
a
want
hard
to give
thing
the
talk about.
anti-vaxxers half,
And it's
but there's plenty of them.
it's crazy.
Minorities
It's kind of like
don't trust the government, so.
it's kind of like during the
I don't trust
election.
nothing
It's
they
like
forcing on you. Once I seen that goddamn, was that Webby that did the commercial?
Oh, you saw Juvie?
Juvenile. But AD, this is what I want for you.
They really trying to talk to niggas.
I want less. Like you're so comfortable stating how it is, but you really don't seem comfortable at all stating how it should be.
You're not in my skin. You
But-
know, you
but
haven't
you
grown
say-
up how
you
I
say-
grew up.
you say-
How are you going to tell me that it should be some other way, bro, if you did not grow up
But
black,
AD,
bro?
you
don't understand
you
that.
say black people do not trust it. What
We
about
don't- the
black
government-
people
I don't
should
trust
trust
the
it?
government
You
either.
have the power. You have a voice. You should be pushing your people to
And
make more intelligent decisions.
Wait. So if me growing
But you
up and
refuse-
seeing,
you refuse to take on any responsibility. Facts.
Cap. No, you did not
If you
grow up.
wanted what's good
You
for your
did not
people,
grow
you would
up.
encourage them
You
to get
did not
vaccinated.
grow up how I grew up.
Again, you're
You did
using
not grow up.
excuses.
Gina feels the same way. She
Again,
grew up
you're
in the
doing it
same-
again.
How am I doing excuses?
Because you're just pointing at
No,
other black people
you
saying, look,
listen-
they don't want to get vaccinated. That doesn't change the
Let
fact
the
that
chat.
every doctor
Every
in the world wants you to get vaccinated.
Every fucking minority will sit there and tell you, bro.
You're just
that
doing what I'm telling you you're
Our trust in
doing.
the government has always been fucked up. Our trust in the police has been fucked up. It's been different for your people and things of that nature. When it comes down to it, you can't tell us that we're wrong for feeling a certain type of way, bro. Because our
Yes.
people been
Oh,
done.
no. You definitely can tell you're wrong for believing misinformation.
Our people been done wrong by the government for centuries, bro. And now something pops up, and we all supposed to be like, okay, we're with it.
I need you to at some point accept that
I'm not accepting nothing. I'm telling you the real how I feel.
You're going to. I know, but
that's my opinion.
This is the thing.
Like it's your opinion.
How you feel is completely meaningless when we're talking about getting
I'm
vaccinated.
not telling nobody not to
we're
get
talking
anything. I'm
about
telling you how
science.
I feel.
We're talking about keeping people safe. How you feel has no bearing on this
did I ever tell anybody don't go get something?
Yes,
And
the
no, I
first time
have
we brought
not.
this up, that's exactly what you said.
Cap, I said that my people don't trust the government. You have not once heard me say don't go get a vaccine or go get a vaccine.
I need you to, at
so
a
don't lie
certain
on me.
point, accept that
Accept
your
what? That's
people
my
not
opinion.
trusting the government has nothing to do with getting vaccinated. It's not
It has
that
everything to do
complicated.
with it.
It has
No, it
everything to
doesn't.
do with it.
The FDA has approved it because it is safe. It has nothing to do with how you feel. How you feel is meaningless. Are you nervous? Sure, okay. Everybody's maybe a little nervous to get a needle put in their arm. It doesn't change anything.
All we're saying is this, right? If motherfuckers, our people has been done so wrong.
Oh my God, you don't
fuck
gotta
the
say it again.
science,
You don't
all the
gotta say it again.
whatever the fuck you talking about. We don't listen to everything that the news tells us like other people do, or they say do this or do this. The media controls what the fuck they want to say.
Using your blackness as an excuse to be ignorant about public health. That seems really evil.
It's an opinion.
You don't get to have an
It's
opinion on
an-
this.
yes, you can
That's
have
the
an
whole
opinion. I'm a
problem.
fucking
That's
person.
the whole
What are you
problem that
talking
people
about?
think that them and their opinion of some shit they read on Facebook is more important
Nigga,
than
you
public
don't see me
health,
tell
than
people
protecting their family members.
No. My opinion on something is my opinion. I ain't telling nobody to go do something or not to go do something. I'm telling you how I feel if you asking a fucking question. It's the same exact thing. There's a lot of people that feel the same way that I do. I'm pretty sure most of the people that you interview will tell you the same exact thing.
This is the thing.
Go
Okay,
tell,
AD.
ask 50% of the fucking rappers that you interview all the time how they feel about that, and they're probably gonna feel the same way I do.
What if you felt like the world was flat?
That's my opinion.
It doesn't change that it's wrong. It's factually wrong.
Who? Some people may feel that way.
I might feel, my opinion is that Yuri has a vagina. I'm pretty sure that I could check around and figure out that it's not true.
How is it proven?
When your opinion is blatantly, easily disprovable, it stops being an opinion and it becomes a delusion.
And
But
what
that's
I'm
in a
saying
different
is that
way.
other
Let me
people,
finish.
What I'm saying is that you're in a role where you should be encouraging your people to let go
Why
of
would
their
you-
delusions.
Why would you encourage somebody
So
to do
you
something
tell
you
me
don't agree
wait a
with?
keeping your
minute.
people
So
safe.
wait a minute. So I should tell my community who's been fucked up by the
Oh,
government
boy,
for
here we
many,
go.
many
Here we
years
go.
to
Here
sit
we
there and trust them all of a sudden. I'm not going to sit there and say that. It's either damn if you do, it's damn if you
You
don't.
putting vaccinated and getting vaccinated in the same bucket as like the government maybe having lied to you about some vague thing that you
No, there's
whatever.
a lot of stuff. Do your
That's
research,
a
bro.
very sinister thing for you
That's
to lie
not
to your
as
people like
sinister.
that. Yes, it is.
How am I lying
if you
to
care
somebody?
About your people, you'd be
How
encouraging them to get vaccinated.
How am I lying to my people?
Because you're
you
not
sound dumb
telling
as
them
fuck.
to just get
How am I
vaccinated.
lying to my people? I ain't told my people nothing. What the fuck are you talking about? How am I lying to my people, bro?
Because you're telling them that your
I didn't tell them
opinion
nothing.
is a
I said
valid
my
reason
fucking
to not
opinion
get
is my
vaccinated.
opinion. I ain't tell nobody not to get vaccinated or not vaccinated. You ask me a question, I'm telling you how I feel
But
about
what
it.
is stopping
Don't
you
put
from
fucking
just
words in my
advising
mouth.
your people to do the right thing?
Advise some shit that I don't know nothing about.
The
Why am I sitting there going to tell them to do some shit?
The fact
It
that
could
you
be
don't know
wrong, it
anything
could be
about
right.
it is not an excuse.
Come on, man.
I'm
just
just
don't put words in
telling
my
you,
mouth,
man.
bro. That's cap.
It's a lose.
I just want you to do better.
Do better by what?
By being real with the people who actually value your opinion, by doing your research and not just reiterating fucking
I'm not
bullshit on
telling
here.
them to do anything
But
anything.
You have been basically spreading a lot of misinformation during this.
How have I spread
from day
misinformation?
one of us talking about vaccines,
what have
you
I
have been
spread?
spreading lies
What have
about
I
it.
spread? Every black person that you text tells you the same exact
But
thing.
you turning the vaccine into a black versus white thing is evil. You
How
don't
is it a
understand that?
black or white thing? All I said is my people have been experimented on. There's plenty of facts that you can go see, historic things that happened that the government has said, yeah, we fucked up by black people. I'm telling you right now, when this vaccine is coming up, there's a lot of black people in the community who don't trust it because of the past.
And you
there's
have
nothing
a voice.
wrong with that.
You have a voice.
So
where you
all of a
could
sudden you have to ignore
you
history.
have a voice where you could encourage your people to make intelligent decisions. I just want you to at some point admit that you're not using your platform correctly when you refuse to tell them to do the bare minimum.
You're acting like I say, I got something that says, wow, this is so safe. You guys shouldn't do that shit. No, nigga, I'm sitting there telling you the real shit right here. My people don't trust everything that's coming from that, and you can ask them yourself.
But you can tell us the reason why some people are doubting the validity of the vaccine, but that
I
doesn't
told
change that
you
the
why.
right thing to do is to encourage your people
How
to
is it the right
protect
thing
each
to
other.
do if they're not doing a good enough job of convincing our people that it's safe?
You understand that it's on you. You're one of the people that could be convincing people to actually give a fuck about other people's health.
And why are minorities feeling a certain way about it, bro?
You don't realize that this conversation is just going in circles?
Bro, because like I said, why are all the black people you're talking to saying the same thing? It's not just me.
The first thing I said was that you are very used to talking about how it is, but that you don't seem comfortable of telling people how it should be.
What you mean how it should be?
Listen, I get it. A lot of black people have doubts about the vaccine. You are somebody with a platform. You could be encouraging them to be better, to make the right decision, to care about the people that they're around.
Bro, what is the right decision and what's the wrong decision?
Getting
bro?
vaccinated is the right decision if you care about your health and everybody around you's health.
That may be what it is.
No, that is how it is. There's no doubt about it. There's
I
no
don't know.
opinions to be had about it. It's just how it is.
Everybody is welcome to their own opinion, bro.
That's
but I ain't
not-
tell nobody to do no other
That's
shit.
really not the case.
I'm just saying. You feel a
it's
certain
not-
way.
okay, here's
and
an
a lot
example
of
of an
people feel the
opinion.
same way I feel.
I like the Kanye album more than the Drake album. I like the Drake album more than the Kanye album. Comparing the dangers of COVID to the dangers of vaccines is not something where you just get to have an opinion. It's a fact-based issue.
Bro, I'm over this shit. Just go to something else.
We can move on, but I mean,
Please.
This is just a sad state of affairs.
This shit goes on fucking every fucking day for the last 2 to 3 months.
And now you're starting to say that you're going to get vaccinated, so it's kind of like...
Because it's a requirement for my
then
daughter. I don't give a fuck.
He's not going to actually admit that I was right the entire time.
How is
you're
your-
going to get it.
How
You're
are
going to
you
feel
right?
totally...
How are you being right if somebody's being forced to do something? If they tell you, oh, you can't go travel
Who's
somewhere,
being forced?
you're basically being forced now.
No, but
Everyone's
you,
being
but
And
you
they're
understand...
saying you can't go to certain countries, you can't go to certain places.
But you realize that's
they
because
making my
those-
daughter go to school and go do this shit,
But
bro. That's being
this
forced.
is a good example. This is a good example. So, if you want to go to Greece, you're going to have to
I'm
get vaccinated.
I'm going to Greece.
But do you not think that it's the right of Greece to make their decision about them not wanting to let people who haven't been vaccinated into their country? Of course, that's their right.
That's their right.
Of course,
I'm
it's American Airlines'
I'm not-
right to say we aren't going to let you be unvaccinated on a flight with hundreds of other people and put them at risk. Isn't that obviously their right?
Bro, but I'm saying forcing what
If
I
a
mean.
school doesn't want the vaccinated kids to be around unvaccinated kids, of course.
If the school district says for your daughter to go to school in this district, she has to get vaccinated. That's basically forcing. Who's going to
No,
sit
it's
there?
not. It's protecting the kids.
They already do that.
And they already do that.
What you mean?
That's the bare minimum in protecting
But
children.
what I'm saying is they don't have a choice. If you
they can maybe go. They can be
most
homeschooled.
most of these mothers and young most of these black people, most of these mothers, most of these minorities, they don't have the luxury of homeschool. They don't have the luxury of having somebody private education or something
But
like
luckily,
that.
they do have the luxury of
Wait a
getting
minute.
vaccinated for
Wait.
free.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
I mean,
let me finish.
everybody else in the developed world would consider
Let
that a
me
luxury.
finish,
you
bro.
realize all these other countries are dying to get
You
vaccinated,
are not.
right?
Let me finish.
Okay, keep going.
I'm saying that if these mothers and fathers don't have the luxury of private education, they don't have the luxury of homeschool.
But they do have the luxury of getting vaccinated
But
for free.
you're still cutting me off.
I want you to acknowledge that getting vaccinated
I'm
for free
still
is a
cutting
luxury.
you off.
Okay, keep going.
So for these parents who may not want the vaccine, may not trust the vaccine, they have no choice but to get their kid the vaccine. They can't afford to do anything else.
Because
that's forced.
We live in a country in which a significant portion of people have fallen for disinformation, like yourself, who think that there are risks associated with the disease or with the vaccine that are much greater than they are.
No.
And yes, in that situation,
I'm not even against this shit. I don't give a fuck. If I have to stop getting money to go out of town and keep doing all type of shit, give me the fucking shot tomorrow.
But
I'm not
I like
against
how
that shit.
you're willing to admit that it's not actually dangerous because you're just going to get it so
I
you
don't
can
know
go make
that
a
is-
couple $1,000
I don't know that is dangerous, bro. I make make my money everywhere. I go on the road. I do all type of stuff. I'm not about to stop my life because of this goddamn shot. So that's where I stand with this shit. And I know a lot of people feel the
But you
same
don't
way.
realize that that's you admitting that you don't actually believe in what you're arguing. If you
What do you mean?
If you are willing to get vaccinated just so that you can get on a plane, that means you were never really anti-vaccination in the first place.
What am I going to
Even
do?
though
Stop money?
You
stop money. So because
if you really believe the vaccine was dangerous, then yes, obviously you would not do that.
And do what? There's people there's hundreds of thousands of people that have jobs that they will get fired if they don't get something. They're not about to stop their money. They're not about to stop their lives, bro.
But if they really believe,
so that's basically being
if
forced.
they really believe the vaccine was dangerous, then yes, obviously they would stop their life
because they can't fucking live without having money.
There are a ton of people who actually believe what they're saying about the vaccine and won't get vaccinated, and I at least believe that they believe what they're saying. With you, it seems like it's just a matter of convenience.
No, bro. I don't fucking care. If I have to go get something for me to continue to make my bread, I'm going to go get it. I have families. I have people that counting on me, and I have to provide for.
You being able to go make some money out of town is a reason enough for you to get vaccinated. But protecting yourself and your entire family is not a good enough reason?
Sacrificing myself or how I feel about anything to take care of my family and do what I have to do, then that's worse.
You think getting vaccinated is sacrificing yourself?
I'm saying that I don't want nothing in my fucking body that I wasn't born with, bro.
You realize you've had many, many vaccines throughout your life, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of shit too. They say vaccines now, every kid now is 1 in 3 to have autism or something like that, bro. It's all type of shit. My son might have autism. I got him vaccinated, bro, so I don't give a fuck.
I've said that I think you're falling for disinformation. When you say that you think vaccines give you autism, I promise you, bro, this is deeply unscientific shit. No serious people believe this.
There's documentaries about that shit, bro.
There's documentaries about how the U.S. government fucking flew planes into the World Trade Center.
There's documentaries, bro.
Because
kids growing up now.
There's a certain point where what you're saying is such a dangerous lie that I have to stop you.
It dangerous, bro.
You're saying that vaccines give you autism. You don't realize how dangerous it is for you to spread those lies. Like, come on, bro. You haven't done the research. You don't realize.
I've done the research on that, bro.
That's a very, very dangerous lie that you're trying to spread here. I've done the research
on that. And there's a lot of black people that are going to fucking hit you up and tell you the same exact thing.
Just because a bunch of people might have fallen for this.
T.I. made a whole fucking
T.I. is not a fucking doctor.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's science that show that kids are getting autism at a way higher alarming rate.
There is not.
Yes, it is,
there
bro.
Absolutely is not.
Yes,
You could spend 5 minutes on Google and you would never believe that again.
Man, whatever.
I challenge you to spend 5 minutes on Google tonight reading about vaccines and autism.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I'm going to keep it G with you.
Don't want to hear the truth?
No, that's your opinion. That's what you've seen, bro.
No.
What I've been seeing, bro.
I want you to understand there's a difference between opinion and fact.
Whatever.
I would love to read the chat right now.
I know, me too. Me too.
How do we pivot? I don't even have anything left on the fucking list to talk about.
I bet you the chat's pretty half-assed too.
I don't know about that. I refuse to believe that some significant percentage of people are that deluded.
Ask minorities, ask half the people, ask 90% of the people that you interview how they feel about certain shit, and they'll tell you the same.
Again, you're doing the same thing that I already pointed out, that you're just pointing out that a bunch of people are deluded. You're not acknowledging that they shouldn't be deluded. You could use your platform to want better.
You could try to educate yourself and see why are so many black people against this, or why are so many minorities against this.
You think
since you're in a position,
educate myself on this?
Why?
You just said that you think vaccines give people autism.
And there's stuff that show that.
No, there is not.
Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You have to realize that at a certain point, I can't just let my platform be used to spread evil like that. Like,
how
that
is it evil if that's shit that we've been saying that people have said and us supposed to? Gina's seen the same shit probably.
It's
she's
bullshit.
Heard that. Okay, in your opinion.
And I will come in and give you the full dissertation about how vaccines do not cause.
Please show me.
But the thing is that yes, I can do that work for you, but also you could spend 10 minutes on Google by yourself. You know, it's like that is like the bare minimum. When you're talking about vaccines giving people autism,
and
bro.
I've done that before.
No, you have not.
How are you going to tell me what I've done?
If you had researched it for 5 minutes, you would.
Yes. That babies get.
Yes.
Okay.
What was that question?
Is he referring to the first set of shots that babies get?
Right. That like almost every kid gets, and then you guys are
and autism is at a higher alarming rate than it's ever been, bro.
I really would encourage you guys to educate yourselves, because the lies that you're spreading right now are. You see how he's shaking his head right now? Is
that's
because
your fucking brother.
We actually get how
thinks.
evil what you're saying is, bro.
All I'm saying is, minorities and white people think differently when it comes down to shit, bro.
We're not mad at you. We're sad on your behalf. Because
how we said this, the information that I was
I've
given.
been watching people fall for this vaccine misinformation for years, way before COVID, and the fact that it's now happening to people that I'm friends with is like it genuinely terrifies me that so many people are incapable of telling the difference between facts and bullshit on the internet.
And how many people are your friends that are minorities? The same amount. If you ask all the fucking people, bro, this is what we've been told. This is what we've been given. I don't understand how you're not seeing that.
It's crazy that I tell you what the scientific consensus is, and then you tell me
But
that
you
I should
get
just
shit.
ask random people that
Bro,
I
giving
also
me-
agree. Those are also people who are brainwashed.
You've been giving me things about the vaccine, and I've been sending you articles just like you've been sending me articles,
You have
bro.
not sent me anything from
Bro,
any
we have a
reliable sources.
thread.
And that proves what? We're talking about what's more dangerous, COVID or the vaccine. Again, millions of people dead on one side. The fact that you think that these are equal and comparable
like I said,
is
people
insane.
People can do, and I implore
Yes,
you.
no, and I agree. People can do whatever they want, but they shouldn't be allowed to go work in Microsoft. They shouldn't be allowed to get on a plane with a bunch of people who are respecting the people around them.
All I'm saying is, bro, talk to the same people that you interview and see how they feel about the situation. And
Instead of doctors, I should ask Blueface.
I'm just
That's what
saying.
you're saying.
Call Nick Cannon.
I don't really, yeah. Instead of a
call Nick
doctor,
Cannon for sure.
instead of a doctor, I should ask Nicki Minaj and Nick Cannon. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
No, you need to ask yourself, since you cover hip hop, why are so many people in the community feel the same way as we do?
But so I should be taking into account their opinions over doctors and
No,
scientists.
I'm not saying
And
the
take their
FDA.
opinion. I'm not saying take
Fuck
their
the
opinion.
FDA. I gotta find out what Nick Cannon thinks.
I'm not saying take their
Not what they
opinion.
feel
I'm
about the
saying
vaccine,
why
why
they
they
feel
feel
a certain
that
way.
way
Since
about
you're
it.
so interested in the culture,
Not the
why are
actual
they so
vaccine
feeling the
itself.
way like
Why
that?
they feel
Why
that
do
way
you not
toward the
consider
vaccine.
it at least partially on you to educate your people? That's what I don't get, because I consider that part of my responsibility to spread the truth about the vaccine, since there's so many people that want to spread lies about it. Your opinion is there are a ton of people who believe lies about it. I'm just going to let them have their delusions, and I don't want to say anything that's going to change their minds.
Why are most minorities, most
Oh my God.
artists, why are most
can
people
you not stop doing this thing where you just
What
say,
do you mean?
oh, a lot of people don't trust it? That is
No,
not an argument.
I'm saying
that's not an argument.
Find out why minorities are not trusting certain things, bro.
Not just the vaccine.
Not just the vaccine, shit in general, bro.
Right, but how would that change the fact that the FDA has approved it? That there's a
They
scientific
just approved
consensus.
it. How long has the Pfizer been approved by the FDA? It's only been a couple of weeks.
Right,
You just now can have that argument.
You
bro.
realize this vaccine was based on technology that's been
But what
developed
I'm
over
saying,
many
how
decades
long was the
now, right?
Pfizer vaccine? How long was it FDA approved for?
So like 70% of the country's vaccinated.
I'm
and
asking you
everybody's
how
fine.
long how long has it been FDA approved for?
Well, I mean-
or is it even FDA approved yet? It's on its track, right?
No, it's approved.
Okay, since when?
A couple of weeks ago, but everybody obviously has known that it was
Y'all
safe for
saying two
much
different
longer than
times.
that. What? It was what? A month ago? Like 3
He's
weeks
saying
ago?
almost a year. You saying a couple
No, it
weeks
was.
ago.
No, it's not a year.
It's not a year. That's wrong.
It's definitely a week or two. It's very recent that the Pfizer it has been FDA approved. Because I know the Johnson & Johnson one was fucking people up, correct? They were getting a lot of blood clots. Yes.
I mean, again, just some shit you read on Facebook. But anyway,
So the Johnson & Johnson one wasn't giving people blood clots.
is that
That's
a thing?
facts.
Can we
look that
throw
up, please?
Google and search Johnson & Johnson blood clots? I
Go
don't
ahead.
think we're going to find anything valid that
bet
says
you
more
do.
than like a couple people have
Bet
gotten
you
it.
do. Watch.
I can't believe we're still doing this.
You the
If
one
I
who
were
brought
a
this shit
fan,
up.
I would. But you're the one who refuses to like accept any logic.
Refuse to what? You sit there and send shit to us all day. You don't want to
Because
talk about
I
shit all the time.
actually give a fuck about you and your health, and I want you to do the right thing.
Blood clots. What else?
Look at that. There's a particularly rare and dangerous blood clot that a very small number of vaccine recipients
You know
have
they had to
received.
recall it, right?
Have they?
They did before because of that.
Search Johnson & Johnson recall. I don't believe that.
Okay.
I can't think of anything worse for the people that are at home. Let's smoke this blunt.
Issue voluntary recall.
There you go.
Yeah, about
FDA.
sunscreen products. That's not about the vaccine.
Wait, put vaccine.
Johnson & Johnson makes all types of stuff, lotion
Yeah, they
included.
recalled nitro. They recalled
FDA and
Neutrogena.
CDC live recommended pause on Johnson & Johnson.
Wow.
There was a pause on Johnson
It's
& Johnson.
almost like we were
That is
right
a
the
fact.
whole time.
So it wasn't a pause on the Johnson & Johnson?
That's not a recall.
No,
A
it said it
recall.
was a pause. Why did they pause it?
They said they
Click it. They
there,
paused it
there
because
were
of what?
6 reports of rare and severe types of blood, whatever.
It's not a recall. That's a very
They paused it. They stopped people from using it.
This is the type of thing where
This is the type of argument where it's so obvious that AD realizes that he's in the wrong and he's
But
just going to
How
fight
am I
to
wrong
the
if they
death.
paused it?
Because you're trying to tell us so many things and they're all wrong.
Did they pause it, Johnson & Johnson?
No, we just saw that there was
It
no
just
pause.
said the FDA paused
But
it.
the thing with AD
No,
was
it
saying
did not.
earlier.
Yes, it did. Go back to it.
That was before the FDA even approved it. Why would they fucking
It's
pause
not
something
approved.
they hadn't approved?
It's not even approved now.
Yes,
Johnson
it
&
is.
Johnson is not approved, bro.
Yes, it is. The article said that they lifted the
up.
pause.
Can you click
So
back on it, Josh?
your argument is now that because at one
They
point
paused
there,
it because of a blood.
so
of the
if at
fucking blood
one
shit.
point there was a pause, but the pause
It
was
says
lifted, you
FDA
think
and
that that's an
CDC
argument in favor
recommended
of it
pause.
actually not
the
being
CDC
safe.
recommended them to pause at Johnson & Johnson because of the blood shit.
Following thorough safety review, it has been reinstated. So
That means they paused it for a reason.
so they could do a safety review and then they reinstated
Why
it.
did they give it a safety review? Because people were getting rare blood conditions.
I wish you could understand how insane you sound.
says it right there.
Let me just say, you're looking in your face, blatant.
It says the pause is recommended
This is
after
blat-
reports of 6 cases of a
If you-
rare and severe type of blood
you were
clot
willing-
in individuals
AD,
following administrator.
if you were
I
willing-
just said blood clots and I said Johnson &
If
Johnson.
you were being honest with yourself, you would look at this and
Nigga,
realize that
this is exactly what I
this
said.
goes directly against the point that you're trying to make, but you're so committed to your point that you're willing to lie about the text that's on the screen
Now I'm lying.
in front of us right now.
Now I'm lying when it says that FDA paused.
And then
what does pause
and
mean?
then quickly
That means
lifted the
fucking
pause.
stop. Pause
Quickly-
means fucking stop. What are you talking about?
Pause means you're gay.
So I'm a liar.
And then they immediately lifted it. But you still
Wait.
You're trying to
so
skew
you're
this
telling
to
me,
make it
so
as
you're
if
telling
they-
me, you're telling me they
You
didn't
want
stop
us
it.
to believe
Did
this
they
is in
stop
your
it?
favor.
Did they stop it?
Yes, and then they did a thorough
Okay.
safety review and they reinstated
see
it.
the Johnson & Johnson. Come on, bro.
Again, this is blatantly against your point, and you're trying to lie to my face and tell me
I
that
lied?
this is in favor of your argument. Are you
How
fucking
did I
serious?
lie? Because I said they paused
You're
it.
not just
and they
lying to
did
me, you're
pause
lying
it.
to everybody at home.
Did
too,
they
you
pause?
liar? You fucking liar!
Did they pause it? Yes or no?
I'm
AD,
calling Big U, you
AD,
liar.
Did
Quit.
they pause it? Yes or no?
this is one of those
And
things.
then immediately reinstated
You just
it.
gotta be like, dude. I recommend being a vaccinated person, and I don't want to talk about this.
You
subject.
shut the fuck up. I ain't listening to you.
But vaccines are all types of different things. So it's just like I recommend
No, they're
being a
not.
vaccinated
They're
person,
actually one very specific thing.
and that's it.
Well, at least it's good content.
Maybe.
People are gonna be interested in this conversation.
Use one out. By a cunt hair.
Bro, can we get to the next topic?
R.I.P. Lil Clava, man.
Please.
All right, I hit the blunt. All of a sudden, I cooled out. All right. I'm gonna just read. I'm gonna just read to y'all. Also,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sweating. I can't take my hoodie off because my fit's so fly. Ugh.
I'm jealous. It looks like Robesman's on your fit, to be honest.
Shut up.
Are those serial killers?
Yes. Well, I think isn't it mostly like